Really quickly, I want to thank Another Round for making this video possible. Another Round is the best disc golf retailer / tap room in the game with locations both in Denver and Charlotte. If you make it into either, let them know that I sent you. And if you aren't local, head over to ardg.shop and you can use code TRASHPANDA to snag a discount. Cheers. Jesse at Trash Panda, and today we have a straight flying mid-range from every company. But why so many? At Trash Panda, we're designing a brand new mid-range, and we thought it would be super rad to bring you along for the process. All the way from testing and design to 3D printing to making the first ever prototype. And actually, we're not just gonna bring you along for the process, but we're gonna have you all vote on the final design. I know. So testing all of these mids is step one. Well, actually I already made a video that was step one, testing all of the mids that I had on hand, but a few people let me know in the comments that I didn't have the right ones. So I worked with Another Round and a few of you to get all of these discs, and in this video we're gonna talk about design, test their flight, and collaborate on the greatest mid-range of all time. Oh, and towards the end of the video, Another Round and I are teaming up and giving literally every single one of these away, so stay tuned. Arguably the most important part of these mid-ranges is how they feel. And we have 19 different mid-ranges from 19 different companies, and they all feel different. And when it comes to designing a disc, feel cannot be overlooked. So I'm gonna give you my initial thoughts on how all of these discs feel, and I'd like you to keep feel in mind for the question we have for you a little bit later. All right, to start us off, the Latitude 64 Compass. Great feel, thin rim, no bead, classic. Next up, the Gateway Element. Blunt edge, small bead, fantastic. The Westside WARSHIP. I have never felt one of these before. Wow. It feels good. I'm super curious on this one. The RPM KOTUKU, great feel. A brand new, soon to be used Vibram IBEX. I absolutely love the way this rubber feels. It's great. I've actually never thrown one of these before, so I'm super curious. A DGA Rift. Kind of what you would expect from a non-beaded straight flyer. The Wild Discs ADDAX. Yeah, Gateway Element EMAC Truthy. Oh, it has 2 beads. Wow. I'm definitely curious now. Of course, the Discraft BUZZZ. It feels exactly like you want it to feel. MVP Hex. I've heard really good things about this and never thrown one, so super curious. Infinite Chariot. Ooh. I have no idea why, but I really like the feel of this thing. Wow. AGL Magnolia. If you've watched my In the Bag, then you know I love this disc, but never thrown it in their Alpine hemp plastic. Mint Discs Mustang. There's something weird I don't like about this, but I don't know why. It doesn't feel bad, just different. I don't know why. Discmania Origin. I've heard great things about this disc, but I've never thrown one. Definitely shallower and sharper rim than I anticipated, but yeah, super curious. Castoplast Sphea, not sure if that's how you pronounce it. A little more rounded than all of the others. Feels good. ThoughtSpace Athletics Pathfinder. I have never thrown a ThoughtSpace disc, but their branding is on point, so I already love it. Feels good, super interested. Matteo M Model S. Very excited about this. If this would help me play like Matteo, I'm in. I like how deep it is. It's much deeper. EMAC Truth. This just feels right. Feels like a straight flyer with a nice finish at the end. Millennium QMS. This is for my homies over at Gatekeeper. I've thrown this disc once or twice, but yeah, I'm over analyzing things now. So yeah, feels good. And lastly, a Mako 3. I've honestly never thrown one of these. Super rounded too. Yeah, huh. I'm interested. People talk the talk with this one, so see if it walks the walk. When it comes to disc design, we need to make a couple of decisions. First and foremost, all of these mids really fall into 2 different categories: bead or no bead. Now, I personally don't mind either in my mids, but I know some people are super passionate about one way versus the other. So that's a decision we need to make. And then there's the more subtle nuances to disc design. For example, this Chariot is super flat while the Magnolia has a little bit of dome. And this origin is really shallow while the Mateo M Model S is relatively deep. And since that barely scratches the surface, we need your help. But before we can ask for your help, we need to test their flight. Alright, I'm going to put you on top of this contraption and throw every single one of these discs flat and straight at the soccer goal that's 300 feet away. Now, to be clear, yes, I am human and there will be small inconsistencies, but if you're in the market for a straight flying mid-range, this still should be helpful. And for the purpose of designing a disc, it'll be perfect. Up to give literally every one of these mids away to 19 people, and we've made it as easy as possible. All you have to do is head over to their Instagram at the link in the description and enter today. Cheers. I am super impressed with all of those, but that makes my job even harder, so I need your help. So far we talked a little bit about each disc, quickly went over design, and through all of them, but now comes the fun part. We're going to design our very first mid-range based off of your feedback. So we've got a question for you. If you were going to design a mid-range, what would you do? Whether it's as broad as I design something that flies super straight to as specific as I only want something with a 1.2 centimeter rim thickness. Whatever it is, we want your opinion. Scratch that, we need your opinion. The best part of disc golf is the community, and the absolute best part of Trash Panda is this community. So I don't want to do this without you. So please let me know what you would do in the comments below. And in a future video, we'll go through your comments, design a couple of brand new mid-ranges, 3D print and test them, and you all will vote on your favorite. And that will become Trash Panda's first ever prototype mid-range. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe and consider joining our Patreon community to support the channel. And we'll see you next time. If you made it this far, I had a ton of fun with all of these mids off camera, throwing them at every angle. But there was one that stuck out over all of the others every single time, and that was the MVP Hex. Seriously, wow.